There's a huge problem that's probably sitting right there in your pocket, and it might just be holding your small business back. It all starts with the one device you use to run your entire operation, your phone. So let's dive into what that problem is and, more importantly, how we can solve it. So, if you're out there running a boutique, a small repair shop, maybe you resell things online, and your entire customer list, your whole business basically, lives inside your smartphone, then yeah, this is definitely for you. Does this look a little too familiar? This is what we call the daily scramble. You're trying your best to remember what that one customer wanted last week. You're scrolling endlessly through WhatsApp, searching for an address or a price you quoted. Maybe you've got a spreadsheet somewhere, but let's be honest, it's never really up to date. And of course, you've got the classic sticky notes, and you're just hoping your phone's call log will jog your memory. It's not really a system, is it? It's chaos. And that chaos is costing you way more than you think. And look, the consequences of that chaos aren't just about feeling messy. They're expensive. Every single forgotten follow-up on an inquiry, that's a potential sale that just vanished into thin air. Every time you can't remember what a loyal customer bought last time, you miss a huge chance to build a real relationship. And the ultimate nightmare. If you lose your phone, your entire customer history could be gone. Just like that. The bottom line is really this simple. By not having a real system in place, small shops are just leaving money on the table. It's the invisible price tag of being disorganized, and frankly, it's a price you just can't afford to pay. But what if you could move on from that daily scramble? What if you could get to a state of real clarity? What if there was a simple, smart solution that was designed just for your kind of business? Okay, let's talk about something called a lightweight CRM. Now, before you tune out, forget all that complicated corporate software you might have heard about. Just think of this as a perfect central memory for your business. It remembers every customer, every conversation, every single sale, so you don't have to. It's all about simplicity. No confusing jargon, I promise. So what does this perfect memory actually do? Well, it captures all your customer details in one easy-to-find place. It logs every single interaction, a call, a WhatsApp message, a sale, you name it. It lets you track an order all the way from the first quote to delivery. It even sets reminders so you never, ever forget to follow up. It can send out bulk alerts, and here's the best part. It clearly shows you who your most valuable, best customers actually are. So how does this actually fit into your already crazy busy day? Let's walk through what a day in the life with this tool would look like. Okay, imagine this. A customer sends you a message on WhatsApp asking about one of your products. Instead of letting that chat get buried, you just jump into the app and boom, step 1 is done. Step 2, in less than 30 seconds, you create a little profile for them and log what they asked about. Step 3, as the sale moves along, you just tap to update the status, from quoted to paid to delivered. And finally, step 4, you set a quick reminder to check in with them next week for some feedback. That's it. 4 simple steps that turn a random chat into a structured, trackable customer relationship. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Aren't there tons of tools for this already? And you're right, there are. But the real key is finding the tool that's the right size for the job. Not too big and not too small. Okay, so over on one side, you have the big, heavy enterprise CRMs. They're powerful for sure, but they're built for huge sales teams with really complex pipelines. And they come with a seriously hefty price tag. But over here on the left, you have the lightweight solution. It's designed specifically for the one-person shop. Its key feature? Direct WhatsApp integration, which is where you're doing business anyway, and it's free. It's literally built for your reality. I mean, look at this. This is the transformation we're talking about. You go from the chaos of random notes and chats to an organized, streamlined solution. You go from manual data entry to automated, from forgotten details to a perfect memory. And most importantly, you go from being reactive and inefficient to being truly strategic. Okay, strategic sounds nice and all, but let's get down to it. What does that actually mean for your bottom line? Let's talk about the real-world impact of making this one simple change. How do you actually turn all this data into dollars? All right, here's the headline number. Get ready for this. We're talking about a potential increase in customer retention of 20 to 30%. That's huge. And how do you get there? Simply by using the system for systematic follow-ups. That's it. That number comes from turning those forgotten chats into deliberate, meaningful conversations. You see, this is the key. It solves the problem of customer invisibility. Right now, so many of your best opportunities are basically invisible. They're buried in chat logs or they're just forgotten conversations. This tool makes them visible. It shows you exactly who to call back, who might be ready to buy again, and who just needs a little extra attention. I think this quote just says it all, really. It turns memory and WhatsApp chaos into a strategic asset. You're taking the two things that cause the most stress in your day and turning them into your most powerful tool for actually growing your business. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Right now, at this very moment, what valuable customer interactions, inquiries, or opportunities is your business forgetting? And what could you achieve if you suddenly had a perfect memory to capture every single one?